Hello. So here it is. Yet again, second time today. Where does it get to the energy? Well, it doesn't really stop until we get past the 25th of February. So here it is again. So now, some of you, a lot of you that has been following this, a lot of you that have been following this platform with some level of religion, you would have noticed that we have been monitoring as much as we can at the campaign trail by most of the candidates. So we've brought you campaigns by Peter Obi up and down the country. We've brought you campaign by Atiku Abubakar up and down the country. So now we are bringing you now a campaign by Tinubu. So this is not up and down the country, but this is specifically targeted at the heartland of the Obi movement. So behind enemy lines, as Des likes to famously say. So behind enemy lines, here is now Tinubu now going frontally to the Peter Obi space to confront him on his own home turf. So without much ado, let me just bring you straight away to where it is. So there it is. There is Tinubu now. You can see APC holds presidential rally in Anambra State. So Tinubu goes to Peter Obi's home turf, but how does he perform? I don't have to explain to you. I don't have to explain the events to you. The events explain themselves. So immediately and straight away to it. Here is Peter Obi now in Anambra campaigning. But what level of reception does he get is the thing. And I want you to weigh the level of crowd and response against the level of crowd and response that you've been seeing from other candidates, especially Peter Obi, outside of his own primary domain. So here is Tinubu now confronting behind enemy lines.
City boy, you pepper the bull, brother. City boy, you pepper the bull, pepper the. As you are to pepper the bull, brother. You pepper the bull, brother. Bola pepper the bull, city boy. I'm a city boy, you pepper. Celebrate. Ayele, rololoi. Asiwaju. Ayo. I see what you gonna explore. 1, 2, 3, 4. On three.
Thank you very much. We have to shut up the program. So may I call on His Excellency Governor Hope Uzodima. Please, can you? Thank you.
APC. APC.
We need to take the stage, please. Please, Anambra, thank you for the love. We need to decongest the stage, please. While we decongest the stage, we're going to call on our chairman. Please, can you decongest the stage? Please. Please decongest the stage. Please. While our chairman, please welcome us. Thank you. APC. Ebeka Gebinyaka. Mawake. Ebe Salasiza. Our leader, our incoming. Please, we need to decongest the stage, please. On behalf of the good people of Anambra State, we want to welcome you to Anambra State. Asiwaju, you are just seeing a tip of the iceberg. Anambra APC is ready for you. We shall deliver. These people here are grassroots, straight from the wards. Everybody here represents the 326 wards of Anambra.
Just to pause it there for a moment. So, the governor of Anambra State, as you know, is Charles Soludo from APGA, and Anambra State, as you know, it's just almost 100% ethnic Igbo, and a good 80-90% of them Peter Obi supporters. But I look at the sea of heads. So you can say they are bought and paid for. They've been busting from wherever, but look at the sea of heads. So that is as impressive a gathering as you have seen in any campaign rally. So that's the first thing. But the second thing is the promise by that lady, Anambra will deliver. So if you think Peter Obi, not Peter Obi, or Peter Obi has a presence in Anambra, of course, but if you think Tinubu does not have a presence in Anambra, then recalibrate your mind. And one of the people that comes on this platform, Emeka, he came on this platform with one of the people that come on this platform, Emeka, he came with a spreadsheet that he tried to use to explain that Peter Obi is actually not going to win a single state in the Southeast. A lot of people stoned him off the platform. But if you look at the numbers in that gathering, and if you look at the substance of the people on the podium, and if you look at the rhetorics that we're hearing from the confident people of Anambra State, then that tells you that Anambra State, even the Peter Obi home turf, is not a guarantee for Peter Obi. Don't take my word for it. Take the word of an Anambra indigene. So let's just have a good listen so that we capture the essence of what is being said.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have to shorten the program. So may I call on His Excellency Governor Hope Uzodimma. Please, can you make your remarks? Thank you.
APC. APC.
Please, we need to decontest the stage, please. Please, Anambra, thank you for the love. We need to decontest the stage, please. Please, while we decontest the stage, we're going to call on our chairman. Please, can we decontest the stage, please? Please decontest the stage, please. While our chairman, please welcome us. Thank you. APC, APC, Emeka Gebinyaka, Mawake, Ebesalaziza, our leader, our incoming. Please, we need to decontest the stage, please. On behalf of the good people of Anambra State, we want to welcome you to Anambra State. As you are just seeing a tip of the iceberg. Anambra APC is ready for you. We shall deliver. These people here are grassroots, straight from the wards. Everybody here represents the 326 wards of Anambra State. We mobilized from the wards. What you have here is home growth.
So pay attention to the words of this lady, of course. Every single person there is from all of the local government areas within Anambra State. Every single person, she said, is from the ward. So when they're talking about structures, so this is what they're talking about. So pay attention. So this is not about publicity. This is not about internet noise. This is about grassroots politics. And the assurance that she is giving is that every single person gathered there is from a ward. So that's structure right there.
These are APC members, and they have come out en masse to welcome you, Asiwaju. You are welcome to Anambra State. You are welcome.
Just look at the sea of heads. Look at the sea of heads. How you measure a campaign is if you can see either dirt, DIRT, or grass. So you cannot see the ground for the sea of heads. It's just heads everywhere. Heads everywhere.
To the home state of your bosom friend, the late Dr. Chuba Okadibo. Welcome to Anambra State. Thank you, and God bless everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So very briefly, Governor Hope Uzodinma, a quick welcome. Thank you. Oh, State Chairman, please. Very briefly, please. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Jagaban of Nigeria, you are in Anambra State with the incoming Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, by the special grace of God, a friend of us, a very good friend. You are all welcome to Anambra State. And of course, I want to assure you, looking around, you will find out that what you have here are real party members. We promise you, Jagaban, that this time around, we are going to deliver on the mandate. By the special grace of God, we will deliver. The only thing we are asking of you, sir, hard work and merit should be the hallmark. People who work should benefit, and that is our prayer. I want also to use the opportunity to thank the Governor General of the Southeast and Governor of Imo State. He has been of immense help, immense assistance to us. There is obviously no doubt about that. Without him, there would have been problem. I also want to thank the leader, Adioba, and of course, particularly, Barrister Mrs. Uju Kennedy Ohaneye, because she has actually contributed. And finally, I want to thank the Mama APC.
Mama the Mama.
The coordinator.
Mama the Mama.
And I want to pledge on behalf of the party that we will continue to give her every support to ensure that we deliver and we are
Progress.
APC.
Progress.
Your Excellency, our president in waiting, by the grace of God, on his running mate, all our ministers and very important leaders, particularly our minister from Anambra State, the Minister of State, Niger Delta, the connect and organizer of today's rally. I want to thank you. Please permit me for want of time to stand on all the existing protocol. Mine is to thank the good people of Anambra State. I want to thank the leaders of Anambra State and those of you who brought that time to organize this time and to usher continue until we have been voted our presidential candidate into office. Today is not a day for long speeches. Our presidential candidate will leave here for Cross River State, so we have to serve his time. I want to thank you for today. I want to urge all the leaders of our party in Anambra State to please come home and support the party. Come home and mobilize what was the election so that we can win the election. After we have won the election, please, we have enough room.
That is Hope Uzodinma, of course, a senior voice within the both the Southeast and the APC party. You recall that at the presidential primaries, Hope Uzodinma was the chairman of that process that ushered in Tinubu as the flag bearer. So he continues the support of that space as he goes to Arrowhead, Tinubu's debuting into the Southeast with his campaign. So there it is right there. But what should impress is just the heads everywhere. Heads everywhere. If you can see a blade of grass, if you can see a blade of grass or death on the ground, you tell me in the comment section and I'll give you $100. Not a single blade of grass can be seen for the sea of heads. But where is this? This is Anambra State, or Peter Obi's home turf. Tinubu has gone to Anambra State to dominate Peter Obi on his own home turf. Dominate.
To accommodate everybody. United, we will win. United, we will stand. If we continue to quarrel ourselves, among ourselves, it will be a major setback. I want to thank the students of Anambra State. I want to thank the youths of Anambra State. Today is your day. You people have told me before this time in your letter that you have endorsed Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu as your presidential candidate. So Anambra students, ekelele munu. Anambra students, ekelele munu. Anambra youth, ekelele munu. Let me, without wasting time, invite the Director General of the Campaign Organization to come to the microphone and invite our candidates to speak so we can go. No one know.
Now our GG.
Everybody vote for Jagaban. Everybody vote for Jagaban.
APC. APC. Anambra. Igbo kwenu.
The one credit that you will give to the Southeast is their independence of mind. They will not be bullied or cowered by anybody. That is just what we are coming to realize. And that is a good trait to have as a people. They will not be bullied or cowered by anybody. So to the left, they have guns. To the left, they have guns pointing at them from Finland, aka the cross-dresser Simon Ekpa. So they have guns pointing at them from the left, and to the right wing, they have the blood-called, fang-toothed, blood-eyed, visceral attack from the social media space. This toxic obedient movement that we've all suffered on social media, attacking them as well. And in the middle are the Anambrarians, who represents the Igbo race. And they are telling all of these, pointing towards them with threat that they will, off in the independence of mind, make a decision of their own. Look at the sea of heads. Not in Lagos State or in Anambra State. They are not there for Peter Obi, they're there for Tinubu.
Bueno. Thank you very much. I have a short message. In Nigeria, we are now saying that it is the turn of the South. From the North, we have taken it to the South. From the South, they have engaged and accepted a progressive in no other person than Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Asiwaju, sir, you have brought back the spirit of progressive to Anambra State. May the soul of Okadibo, Senator Okadibo, rest in peace.
Amen.
May the soul of Chief Alex Ekweme rest in peace.
Amen.
These are progressive among progressive in Anambra State. We are reviving that hope of progressive spirit. If you are very quiet, you will hear something from Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. On behalf of the campaign council, I want to thank you for this wonderful reception. We are very much surprised
In fact, this has gone beyond expectation. We thank you, Senator Akadibo. We put this together. Can we just have 3 steps backward? Just 3 steps. Count yourself 3, apart from a presidential candidate and the governor. Please throw back, throw back, throw back.
On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate.
How does that song or your mandate we shall sound? How does it ring in an Igbo accent? There's almost seems to be an element missing in an Igbo accent on your mandate we shall stand.
On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. See what you on your mandate, 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 city boy, on your mandate, we shall stand.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will invite the national chairman, ably represented by the deputy chairman, South, in 2 minutes. We also have endorsement from Anambra students, I was told. Anambra students, are you here? Do you agree to endorse Aswaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Senator Kashim? Do you agree? Do you agree? We'll call one of you to just do the endorsement through the national chairman, ably represented by the deputy national chairman. And after that, we'll invite Tinubu to tell you the secret he has for all the people in this 2023. Do I hear you say amen? Did I hear you say amen? Amen. Amen. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Through Mary, our mother. Thank you.
So the students will now do the
Student.
endorsement.
You don't need to say it. Just
But in the meantime, Deputy Governor, former Governor Anambra State, Excellency, Mr. will recognize you. Where are you? Raise your hand. Former Deputy Governor, Anambra State. Thank you.
of the greatest Nigerian students,
Great.
greatest Baba. I want to yarn. I want to deposit. Kulu Kulu. On behalf of the students of Anambra State, I, Comrade Nnekechi, became the state chairman, now candidature of Ahmed Bola Tinubu as the incoming president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
All right, I want to pause it for a moment, only to acknowledge a comment in the comment section, which is shown on your screen right there. It says Tinubu was in Edo State yesterday. He left later in the evening today. He left later in the evening. Today he was in Anambra. After he went to there, he went to Cross Rivers, which is currently going on now. Yet people tell us he's not fit. So I'm not sure at whatever age you are, wherever you're watching this, if you can endure the rigor of what this comment just described. He was in Edo State yesterday. He would have gone there, prepared himself, mounted the storms, spoken to an audience, got into a vehicle, been transversed to whatever heliport, helicopter, the grueling endurance of that, gone on to Anambra, mounted, prepared himself, mounted the stump, addressed an audience, all of that energy dispensed. Now he's in Cross River, same process, mount the storms, enter this is for a 70-year-old man, but according to the you-know-whos, they tell us that, oh, he's about to keel over and die any moment from now. But there he is right there. And by the way, what this guy is describing, Ilawo for TV, what he is describing is not just a cameo, it's not a moment in time. This is what Tinubu has been doing for the last 8 months. 8 months, relentlessly. But they're telling us it's not fit. So there it is right there. So you carry on with your Agbado.
Sweetie boy, you don't. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Let us finish. Take it. I see what you. Take it. Take it. Take it. Celebrate. Oh, celebrate.
From what we are seeing from this crowd, can anybody claim to be surprised if and when Tinubu snatches Anambra State from Peter Obi? Because the sort of level of crowd being commanded on this occasion, not 10 times, that'll be an expansion on, but at least 3 times the level of crowd that Peter Obi has commanded. Peter Obi, nobody turned up in Ibadan for Peter Obi, of course. Nobody turned up in Yoruba land for Peter Obi. But the level of crowd that Tinubu is commanding on Peter Obi's own home turf is equal to, if not surpassing, any level of crowd that Peter Obi has ever commanded, both in his own home turf of the Southeast and by extension his cousins in the South-South. So you prove me wrong. Go and bring the video clip where Peter Obi has. Anytime we see Peter Obi, it's just a cluster of people condensed in one space, and they try to focus the camera on them. And anytime that this camera pans slightly off the focus group that they've gathered, it's just a sea of fallowness that we see. But the camera on this occasion in Anambra State, I have to remind you, covers the expanse of the gathering, and it is a sea of heads all the way through. A sea. Are you hearing me? A sea of heads. So will it surprise you when the results start coming in and they tell us that Tinubu has taken Anambra from P to B?
APC. Ebe kaige pinyaka. Ebe kaige pinyaka. Ma woke, ma wine. Ma wata, mokenye. APC. Igbo kwen. Anambra ngwan. Swan. Rien. Ndị Anambra State, ndị anyị ji eme ọnụ, anyị ekene unu, anyị bụ ndị APC na-ekene unu, etu unu si wee jupụta n'igwe, ka anyị nwee ike ịkwadobe nwanne anyị nwoke, Asụwaju, ọ dịbụ na abụọ emie, ọ ga-emekwu ya ọzọ. So ana m ekene unu ka unu si pụta n'igwe, ọdụmasị na mecha si na a ga-akansụl ya, mechakwa tinyekwu ya, ma ebe dị na-ejupụta, biko.
Perhaps off the back of this rally, maybe we should invite our team of statisticians that have submitted spreadsheets to project the upcoming election. Perhaps we should invite them to revise their predictions, their permutations for the Southeast, because they seem out of sympathy and a bit subsumed by the social media noise giving the Southeast to Peter Obi. But from what we're seeing now, there's a good chance that Tinubu might take Anambra State from Peter Obi. So should we invite our statisticians to revise their permutations regarding the Southeast? Let me know in the comment section, because it looks as though from this gathering, the Southeast back in play.
Your Excellency, the incoming President, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the incoming Vice President, Kashim Shettima. Let me stand on the existing protocol. My Oga, Senator Hope Uzodimma, the Governor General, the DG of our campaign. I want to please thank the people of Anambra State for the warm reception you have accorded our candidates.
Our candidate is undisputably the best. If you watch the barrage of attacks, if you watch the barrage of criticisms, you will know that is the winning candidate. Nobody wastes his time on what is not productive. People envy what is productive. Our candidate is a candidate that will take Nigeria to the promised land. I will be very brief. The national chairman had asked me to tell you that everybody knows that Anambra State, all of you are for Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Everybody. Is there anybody here that is not supporting Asiwaju? Since all of us are for Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, we shall not do rice and beans. We shall vote all candidates of APC, from the House of Assembly to the Governor, to the House of Reps, to the Senate, to the President. All of them are supposed to get your vote. Don't give one and leave the other, because it is an anti-party activity. And therefore, I want to join you to tell our brothers and sisters that are not here that the Southeast has resolved to go all the way for Asiwaju. We are not looking left, we are not looking right. We are not distracted. We shall vote a mass for him. So I've come here to encourage us to support Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Ladies have a Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, do you want to hear the city boy? If you want to hear the city boy, raise up your hand. Raise up your hand. That is the Jagaban. That is the next president of Nigeria.
On your mandate we shall serve. On your mandate we on your mandate, on your mandate we shall serve.
Okay, so here is the moment we've all been waiting for. Tinubu takes the center stage. I'm sure all the pens and papers are ready within the obedient space, waiting for their usual bulabalu and that usual diet that they feed on. Oh, he said Agbado. He said if, not when. He said maybe, not perhaps. Oh, he said this. He sneezed though. He coughed. Did you hear him cough? He's about to die. Oh, so they're waiting for that milk and honey that they feast off. So is Tinubu going to give them milk and honey in his speech? Let's listen. But as I invite you to listen, continue to marvel at the crowd. And I'm telling you again, just bringing it to your memory again. This is, by the way, this is taking place in Anambra State, Peter Obi's home turf. So this is not in Lagos. If you are mistaken that this level of crowd for Tinubu can only be in Lagos. This is in Anambra State, Peter Obi's home turf. Let's listen.
Anambra, I salute all of you, from our Governor General, to all the big name politicians. Igbo bueno. Igbo bueno. Igbo bueno. Igbo bueno, Igbo bueno, Igbo bueno, Igbo bueno, Igbo bueno.
And that is the Agbado moment right there. So that is where they will clip. That's the milk and honey for the obedient space. So they will obviously the skits. Wait for it. It's already been released, I suspect.
What do you bring? Broom Revolution. Revolution. You want to make.
And by the way, let's pause for a moment because Tinubu made this a reference just in Abeokuta just the other day, and a lot of the usual suspects, they went haywire off the back of that. Of course, they latch on to anything to try and make currency out of it. So it's inviting then a broom revolution. So they're saying if he's looking to revolt, then he's looking to revolt against the status quo. And what is the status quo? It is his own party holding sway at the moment. So that's the argument. And then they are using that broom revolution that he continuously talks about to transmute then and translate into an assault against the sitting government at the moment, which is his own party. But then, of course, that's a misdirected understanding of it. The broom revolution, as the thinking mind understands it, is the pivoting of the Nigerian state off the baseline that Buhari has established, whatever baseline that is, to a new paradigm, which is a quantum leap. So that broom revolution is a promise of a quantum leap from where we are at this moment in time to a space that we've always aspired to. So that's the green revolution right there. But the law of wheat and the law of cranial functioning, you know who they are. They latch on to anything and turn it into agbado. So agbado. But don't put salt in it, though. I don't like salt in my own agbado.
Anambra, a highly developing state, right? That is the memory of my dear good friend, Chuba Okadibo.
Yes, sir. You can give back.
That is what our brother and our sisters, they continue to carry on. They continue.
Just to pause it for a moment, I personally am excited. It might not happen, and it may happen. It's in the lap of the gods, or it's in the lap of gods, depending on how you are positioned religiously. But I am excited about the prospects of Kashim Shettima and a Tinubu presidency, because these are progressive, futuristic, educated minds. Kashim Shettima, of course, he cut his tooth within the banking sector in Lagos State. He has told us severally that he's a Jim Ovie boy. It was Jim Ovie that trained him, one of the premier bankers in Nigeria, in Lagos as well. So he's a Lagos boy, Kashim Shettima. Forget it's a Bono. He's a Lagos boy, which then makes him a cosmopolitan and a globalist. And you don't get more globalist and futuristic and progressive than Tinubu. So that combination is that quantum leap of that green revolution that Tinubu promises. So the prospects is just is a rescue for Nigeria. What might well happen?
The job of Chuba Okadibo and our Governor General. Who is our Governor General? Oh, Uzodima. Awimo. You hear me? Oh, Wimo. I salute my second in command, Kazim Shettima.
Goldie boy! Goldie boy!
I salute all of you, the leaders of Anambra. I'm here today to concretize the promise of development that we promise you. The gas on the ground, the exploration and industrialization are what Anambra is noted for. You know me. Do you know me?
Yes, sir. We know you.
You know Bola Tinubu?
Yes, sir. The Jagaban of Nigeria.
The city boy of Lagos?
The Jagaban of Nigeria.
You know, I have tamed the Atlantic. Tamed in Lagos.
Bola Ose, 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 Baba, Ose,
Now, what do we do? The way we tame Atlantic Ocean, it is saying we will tame the erosion around the entire eastern region.
Very well. Because Corona can.
We will tame the erosion. We will make value.
Yeah, and by the way, this is the value of teamwork. A lot of you will recall when Tinubu was in the Chatham House and he was delegating questions to his, in a quite a brilliant and innovative way, delegating, he got 10 questions, by the way, delegated 4 to his surrogates in a brilliant and innovative way. And the people that did not quite have the expansiveness of thought to reach to what he was doing, they were lampooning him. But that really it highlights teamwork, because leadership, as you know, if you've ever led anything ever in your life, is always harvesting somebody else's idea for the other people's idea for the greater good, and that is what leadership is. So leadership does not invite you to be a know-it-all or a genius, but to be able to manage the talent around you for the greater good. So why have I brought this up? So Tinubu is now telling the Anambrarians that he's going to tame the erosion problem that they're having both in Anambra and by extension the southeast. So why is he saying this? He's not saying this out of any thought that popped into his head. When that musical intermission came in, and he said, he was saying just before the musical intermission came in, that he tamed the Atlantic in Lagos State. And as the music interrupted him, Hope Uzodinma quickly whispered to him. And as Hope Uzodinma whispered to him, when the music stopped, he told them then that he would tame the erosion problem in Anambra just as he tamed the Atlantic in Lagos. That wasn't an original thought. That was the intervention of Hope Uzodinma. So teamwork is what really highlights the golden person in a leadership space. So that is it again. But then, of course, they are still stuck in Agbado. They will keep on shouting that Agbado to kingdom come.
Of your property worth more than 1,000 times of your investment. We will create jobs for our youths. We will industrialize and make Anambra one of the economic city and economic centers of Nigeria. Job will be created. Your resources will be applied to create hard work and hard work. Better paying jobs, no being at the other party. Where they come here, lie to you. When they bring their lie again, ask them, how long will it take their lie to travel from Port Harcourt to Onitsha? Onitsha to Aba. You see their lie? For 60 years. PDP lie.
So it's quite noted, it's quite worthy of note to note that Tinubu is not actually even politicking to Peter Obi in Anambra State, because it looks as though the top end of politics have now, they've contextualized the Obi narrative and packed it within his own quarters. And he's now politicking directly to Atiku Abubakar, where he sees his only threat.
They lie. Hey, they share your assets among themselves. They call it privatization. Privatization to their own pocket. They privatize the industry to their pocket. The end has come. The city boy is here.
Yes, sir.
Hope is here. Joy is here.
Yes.
Prosperity
Yes,
is
sir.
here.
Yes, sir.
Happiness is here.
Yes.
Full employment is here.
Yes, sir.
You hear me? Do you believe? The joy has come. Your PVC is the master, is the voice of commandment. Let me see your hands up if you have PVC. Are you going to vote? Are you going to vote? The party which you vote for is APC. Why? Atiku, when he needs your vote, he says he is the candidate of the North. He's the only candidate from the North. Is that not a dog whistle? Is that not a division among us? Anambra lives well, with prosperity, happiness, and joy. With me in Lagos. When I started paying WAEC fee for every student, I didn't discriminate whether you are Igbo, you are Christian, or anybody. I paid for everybody.
And by the way, anybody suggesting that the North does not support Tinubu So look, this is Nigeria you're seeing on your screen. That's Tinubu, of course, holding center court. That's Hope Uzodinma keeping everything steady, the host of the occasion. Kashim Shettima by necessity, but who is that just behind Kashim Shettima in gleeful delight? Abdullahi Ganduje. So there it is right there.
Discriminate. Whether you are Igbo, you are Christian, or anybody, are paid for everybody.
Uba APC, Ubandoma, Uba APC, Ubandoma.
What you have to understand that is going on, and I think I tried to explain this in a previous session. What you have to understand that is going on within this space. I hope my voice is being heard. What you have to, let me just make sure. What you have to understand that is going on in this space is not a North versus South fight. It's not even Southeast Yoruba land and a North fight. No. What is going on in this particular political cycle is an ideological fight. Do you understand? An ideological fight. And that ideological fight it's not complex if you tune your mind into it and take your mind out of the parochialness of ethnicity and all of these mundane low rent things that you think about. What is going on is an ideological fight, and the ideological fight, the how Nigeria is going to either pivot or retain status quo. The ideological fight is between the progressive mindset and conservatism. So conservatism is represented by the voices like the Sultan of Sokoto, the Emir of Kano, and the conservatism, by the way, that Nigeria is looking to rescue itself from is a northern conservative, is a northern conservatism, which is the hegemony that has held that country by the neck for a very long time. So that northern conservatism is represented by voices like the Sultan of Sokoto, the Emir of Kano, people like Abubakar Malami, Buhari being the arrowhead of it, his cousin, whatever his name is, Mamandaura, all of these elements. So those are the feudal, conservative, northern religious north who have held Nigeria in a certain way for the over 60, 70 years that that country has been. But the progressive voices is more expansive than that conservative voice. But that progressive voice, they don't yet have the power base, and that is where the battle is. So those progressive voices that looks to pivot Nigeria from this primordial, archaic mindset of the Buhari elements and the religiosity and ethnophobe sort of thing that goes on in the north, those voices that wants to pivot Nigeria into a modern progressive sort of a space, there are voices like Abdullahi Ganduje. That voice used to be Babashir Lawal as well, but he got sideswiped because of self-interest. But certainly Abdullahi Ganduje, Kashim Shettima, El Rufai, those sort of voices, Governor Zulum of Borno State as well. So those are progressive voices that wants to take Nigeria out of that mundaneness of Ahmadiyya mindset, of that feudal, hold them by the whip sort of mindset that Buhari has. And that battle is being arrow-headed by Tinubu, and that is what you're saying on that podium. So that battle necessarily can only be won by somebody like Tinubu, certainly not somebody like Peter Obi, who doesn't have a concept of what is going on. But that is where the battle line is. So if Atiku wins, status quo obtains. If Tinubu wins, there is a pivoting. But however it pans out, that is where the battle line is. So it's not even anything to do with the Easterners or the Peter Obi narrative, which is just a side distraction to a broader topic. But let's continue to listen. So have that as the backdrop as Tinubu brings it to land.
APC, Ubanda, APC, Uba. I see what you can say, Uba. City boy, you can say, I see what you can say, Uba. I see what you can say. I see what you can say. City boy, you can say. Uba PC,
You have seen, whether you read newspaper or not, whether you watch television or not, I brought your son. Make him my friend. I put him in government. I didn't say I'm a Muslim and he's a Christian. Ben Akabwese. Abibek is a pastor. He's a pastor. Is today Lagos Economy Planning and Budget is the National Economic Advisor to Buhari. If you don't say thank you, I will still do double.
Thank you.
Charles Soludo, your son is not contesting with me or against me. He's still my friend. I salute his vision. He's a brilliant man.
Wonderful.
He has the brain. He's a thinker. He knows the way. We will work together inclusively. When I become the president, Soludo will be one of those advisors who will bring prosperity back to you.
Wonderful.
So the way you vote for Soludo is the way you vote for Bola Tinubu.
Wonderful.
Yeah. You will have industrial hub. We are not like PDP. They forget the red line. They forget. You are hardworking, you are brilliant, you can create furnaces, you can fabricate engine and spare parts. You can turn this state to an industrial revolution state. They don't understand that. Now lie. When you hear Atiku use the word Muslim and say, Wallahi talai. You know what is in his heart? Na lie. Anytime you hear Atiku say Wallahi talai.
So a clever little play on words there by a man that they told us just recently suffers from dementia, Alzheimer's, and completely deranged. Wallahi talai, na lie a lie. So there it is, very clever. But then of course, if that is dementia, then so there it is. So this is the guy. They told us that he could not survive for another minute, and he's gone around now 3-4 states in a whirlwind 2-day tour, and there he is.
A lie. Just reply and say, na lie, you lie.
Kaiga zigara ozuni. Kaniko kana fana chiani kamba. Kaiga zigara ozi. Osioma kaiga ana. Chiani kamba kaiga zigara ozi. Kaiga ana chiani. Chiani kamba kaiga zigara.
Me, I'm not afraid of anybody. And I don't worry. The man who left here, he called himself Peter Obi.
Okay, so here it comes. Brace yourself. This will be the milk and honey that are the usual spaces that they've been waiting for. So it's not giving them the bula balu that they were really after, but his commentaries about Peter Obi, of course, it'll be milk and honey for the usual suspects. So brace yourself. Here it comes.
We read in the Bible that before cock crows 3 times, he will deny Jesus Christ. He denied. So how can he keep a promise to you if we cannot give promise to God? How can a man be to keep his people at home, not working, and make them suffer before you want to prove a point? Has Bola Tinubu not prove a point? Did I close any market? Did I kill anybody? No, it means I am smart. I'm a thinker.
Yes, sir.
I'm a doer.
Yes, sir.
I even tamed the Atlantic. God bless you. God Almighty bless you.
Oh, yeah, Chukuno Gaza. Oh, yes, yo, no, Bioma. Oh, yeah, Chukuno. National anthem. National anthem. On your mandate, he shall stand. On your mandate, he shall stand.
So that seems to be a good spot to end it. That was Tinubu in Anambra State, Peter Obi's own home turf, in a masterful performance, dominating. Just pay attention? Dominating. Dominating the space. You saw it. So you don't have to take my word for anything. That was a dominant, masterful performance. It did not feed the Agbado merchants their usual diet. Coherent, cohesive, punchy, effective, witty, all of the T's in there. So there it is right there. Is Anambra back in play? Femi, a quick word from you before I round off. Femi, let's hear from you.
Okay. Yes, it was very interesting today to see that mammoth crowd in Obi space, like Obi State, and I'm really encouraged to see that kind of popular like crowd. And after going from Anambra, he proceeded to Cross River today, same day, and people are saying that this man
they tell us that he's about to die.
To die.
They shake, they shake, he's eating Agbado. Is this not?
That is why I met in store yesterday. I met one Nigeria. He's also obedient people, and he said to me that Tinubu is sick. And I asked him a question that if you are coming from Nigeria through plane, when you get home, how is your body? He said he felt weak. And you say this man is weak. This man fly plane every day.
2-3 times a day. So,
It's sometimes three
from
times
Edo
in a day.
to Anambra, from Anambra to Cross River, within a period of 26 hours. A 70-year-old man.
Don't have like when people say that, I believe it's just because he has surgery, and this man has surgery of knee, no surgery of heart, no surgery of kidney. People just take it and like they don't have any reason to talk. They don't have anything reason to demarket him. That is the only way they have to demarket him. But this project is a God project. They won't believe me, but that is the truth. Because I see Tinubu as someone that will turn the country around to the best. And I wish him the best of luck in the forthcoming election. And everybody thinking that Tinubu will lose the election, I think those people are just dreaming. Because right now,
if Tinubu loses the election, it will never be to Peter Obi. Or almost certainly will be to Atiku Abubakar if he loses, but certainly not any. Peter Obi is not anywhere near anything.
Yes. That is why I'm scared when I look at Atiku. The man is slow. I'm scared of those kind of people. Like
he wants to play the tribe card because it doesn't have the strength to campaign, and it doesn't have the because it's corruption, everything as well. So is one card that is looking to play now is the ethnic card, which is going to launch 2 weeks to the election.
It
will play Omomala Lofefi.
Omomala. Truly, Wama, you are absolutely right. That is what is scaring me because out of the 14 governors, if the 40 governors remain and none of them go against Tinubu is likely to win the election. But Tinubu said something today in Cross River. I don't think he should have said something like that. He said it's because of the PDP regime that the economy was not solid. That is why dollar moved from 200 to 800. That means you are demarketing APC. In my own way of seeing it, it should have not.
No, that's a criticism again. It's actually absolving APC of the blame, but I think it's a wrong move because they've been 8 years in government now. So
yes, that is why I look at it. You should have not bring that. You don't need that at this stage at all. You don't need it. Like in my own way of seeing it, I see Buhari as someone that is not. Is not reliable. Like at this present time, the country is facing that.
Can Tinubu win in spite of Buhari? Is just where the question is. If he can win in spite of, because he will have to win in spite of Buhari for him to win.
But what I know about election is that election is not won by only one man. Tinubu cannot win election. Tinubu needs to have a very strong bond, strong people around him for him to be able to win the election. He can never win election alone. He has to, before when you have a governor in a state, you know that you have 40% of the votes in that state. But this Buhari of 18 is scaring me. You won your election 2019, 2015 because of money politics. But you want to leave a good legacy. You as a person does not have a good legacy, but now you want to use election to have a good legacy. Who is deceiving who? You won 2019 election because of money politics. If it's not that, you cannot win the election. Everybody is aware about that.
All right. All right. Thank you, Femi. Femi, let's hear a quick word from Gideon, and then I want to shut it down because I want to make it as short a session as I possibly can. So Gideon, good to have you. So that was I was going to say Peter Obi, but that was Tinubu in Anambra State. What did you make of his performance? And do you think Anambra is back in play now? So give us a quick commentary, and then we shut down.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It's good. People try today. That man is trying. I think that for me, Tinubu is the next president of Nigeria. Nothing can stop Tinubu. Tinubu is the next president. Anything they like, let them do to him, but I know Tinubu is the next president. For sure. I wish him well. Good luck and good health.
All right. Thank you, Gideon. So thank you, Gideon. So join us later. We'll be back on in a few hours for a more expansive conversations around all matters Nigerian politics. So we leave it there. So as we have been documenting a lot of the campaigns, we've documented Atiku Abubakar, as we've documented Peter Obi severally. We're documenting Tinubu now. So we're covering all of the players and runners and riders just to see how they're presenting. And there is no equivocation. That was an impressive turnout. We thought Tinubu would be stoned when he goes to Anambra State, but it was with warm embrace that the space received him. So warm embrace. What are you making of it? Does this bring Anambra back in play? And a lot of people that are speculating that Obi will not even win a single state in the southeast. Does that give some veracity to that? So all of that in the comment section. Come engage. So I'll leave it here. Carry conversation with you in the comment section, but here I say peace. Thank you, Gideon.